After the relationship didn't work out, like so many things happened during the relationship. Like I got pregnant and then I couldn't keep the baby because I was insecure at the time. I mean, I probably could have. Like if I had more faith, I think I could have kept the baby in reality. Like my mom would have backed me up. My dad definitely would have backed me up, but I was so alone at that time. I lost everything. I lost all my family. I lost all my friends. I didn't talk to anyone because I was, I think, ashamed and guilty for all the sins that I was committing, and I didn't admit that to myself or anyone for 2 years, and that's how I got myself into that mess for 2 years. And I think I put him in kind of like a hellfire as well, along with myself. And so I came from nothing. Like I shaved my head, and he said, "That's it, you're done," and I was done. And so we were living in a different state, and my mother, she was called up by his family because we were living with his family in a different state. They were called up, and my mom was called up, and she came to get me, and I was so pathetic. I was lying on the floor with just very thin clothes on. I was in pieces. I had no hair. I'd shaved all my hair off, and I was lost. I didn't know what was going on with my life. I didn't know where I was going or how I would have to repay for all my sins. It was at first like I thought I found ecstasy, but I thought I'd found heaven, but in the end, it wasn't it. It wasn't real. It was all pretty much based on lies and naivete and insecurity and emptiness. In the end, I still felt empty. So after that, my mother, she came and saved me from that situation. We went back to her house in Queens, New York, where I've been living ever since. This has been about 1 year and 3 months since I was rescued from that experience. I went to Queens College. It's a city university of New York. And there I just took classes. The first semester I took 3 classes because I couldn't handle anymore. And the second semester I was taking 5 classes. I thought, okay, you can challenge yourself a little bit more. I was still seeing like a psychiatrist, and he was giving me meds, like lots of meds. Ever since I've been back from out of state, from my ex-boyfriend, I've been taking like psychotropic medications to help with my mood because I was hospitalized like 3 or 4 times, weeks at a time, because the doctors felt like I needed like help. They didn't know how to help me, and in the American society, when you're institutionalized, that's what they do. They force meds on you, and that's what I've had to deal with ever since. And I'm still taking my medication to this day, although I'm trying to take less of it because I feel stronger than before. At Queens College, I was still searching for love and for purpose, and why I keep going on in life. Things are just like what they are: jobs, money, people. But in the end, like material things just left me so empty inside. A friend invited me to a Muslim sister area inside Queens College. It was like in the student union, and she introduced me to her friends there, and we would just sit around, we would talk, like, and soon after that she said there's a teacher who used to teach here, he used to speak for us, and pretty much she was saying like I was touched by what he was saying, and he's really wise and he's a really good teacher, like you could learn from him, because she felt I was lost. She knew I was lost and I was searching for something. So I met this brother Ahmed, and his wife Amira, and they were really kind to me. They showed me like sincerity. They showed me real. They showed me like real, not fake people behavior. Like it was what it was. They showed me kindness. They showed me a lot of charity and compassion and giving. and I was drawn to their goodness and their kindness, and so I kept coming back. And eventually I reverted to Islam and became a Muslim, and this is from what I'm speaking today. Like, this is May 31st, 2009 p.m.
What's your name now?
It's Aziza Shams Uldeen Noor Al
Huda.
Huda.
Aziza Shamsuddin Noor al-Huda. Do you know what it means?
It means dear, powerful, son of guiding light, lover, or light
Of guidance.
of guidance.
And what is your goal in life and how you feel compared to the past?
My goal in life is to remain calm and true and spread the word of Allah and be compassionate and understanding and humble towards my fellow mankind. And compared to before, I was completely lost. I had no goal in life. I didn't know what goodness was. I didn't know love, how to love myself first before I can love others. Before I felt weak, I felt so naive. I felt empty. I felt hurt. I felt broken and just lacking in so much.
And how you feel now?
Right now, I'm at peace. I'm relaxed. I feel like I'm one with God, Allah, mashallah, and inshallah.
Are you happy?
Yes,
Do you feel stronger?
I do. I feel 100% stronger.
Do you have
Because-
security?
Yes, I feel like Allah will provide me with all that I need in this life and hereafter.
Do you have a doubt?
Not about myself or my mission, no, or life, or in the life hereafter.
What is your advice to all the girls in your age, American or Chinese or any of mankind?
My message is to be good, and to be calm, and to be hopeful, and to always have faith.
But be real. How you ask people to do that when you fail to have it for many, many years?
Well, I feel like my sister, who showed me to Islam, she led me to the way of Islam, and it was a journey for me. And throughout the journey, I found goodness. I felt faith. I felt patience. I felt like life, it's a metaphor. Like, you have to build strength, and you have to build capacity, and you have to build power in order to do good and to spread goodness. And in the end, it's so powerful and it's so beautiful.
Where you get it from?
Caught it from nature. Brother Ahmed and his wife and a few friends, we drove to a national park. And in the park, we were shown a waterfall from this very, very small little stream of water in mud. Was just staying there, doing nothing, or so it appeared. And we followed it slowly, and And slowly we saw that it had so many obstacles to go through, like rocks or trees that had fallen down. This water had to go through it and build strength and build capacity and power and momentum before it could become a waterfall in the very end. You know, it had to go through like many jumps, you know, and through each jump it was a fall, but the fall created more strength and more power, and each fall just created more capacity and momentum until the end, when it was all gushing out, and it was the most powerful and beautiful waterfall I had ever seen. And that's not the end.